cbgray, hop in the range, take off in the space.
Hey guys, it's cbgray coming to you guys live with another Destiny video. How are you guys doing today? So today's video, I just want to help real quick with a question that I keep getting asked on stream a lot, which is how are you able to get runes and how are you able to farm runes? So I just want to kind of help a little bit with that based on the experience that I have so far. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. So if it is, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you. So let's get right into it. I don't want to waste your guys' time. So obviously you know that runes are helpful for getting certain weapons and certain roles within the Menagerie, and so let's go ahead and talk about how you're going to be farming those runes. So the first thing you're going to go do is go to Werner at the barge on Nessus, and you're going to want to pick up the Rune Finder. So you're going to want to purchase this because it's going to allow you to get runes to drop when you're knocking out activities. So now I'm going to also talk about how you're able to get these runes to drop. So some of the certain runes that you need will determine what guns you can get. So in order to actually get your runes, you're gonna want to open up your Chalice like I'm doing here, and you're gonna want to take a look at these different power-ups that are at the bottom. So the ones that I want you to focus on first is the ones on the bottom left. So you have Rune Compatibility. So each one of these is going to, if you read the first sentence of each, if we look at Rune Compatibility 1, it says grants the ability to obtain the slots of red runes, and then for 2 it says for green runes, and then for 3 it says blue runes. So this is how you're going to be able to get some of these runes if you're wondering why these particular ones aren't dropping. So this is what's going to allow the certain types to drop. So I know that we're not talking about how they drop yet, but I'm just saying how you're going to determine what types are actually within your rune loot pool. So this is what determines that. So you may be looking and saying, man, these are really pricey, and they are. So the best way that I've found to get extra Imperials, besides opening the chest on the barge, which you can do, but they are pretty pricey in terms of glimmer, and then also knocking out all your triumphs that you're able to do based on certain activities in the Menagerie, and also knocking out Werner's bounties as well. Each one of Werner's bounties is a triumph as well. So knocking out all that stuff is going to give you a good amount of Imperials. But another thing you can do to really make your life easier is to open up power and efficiency too. So you're going to want to focus on these in the bottom right first, and I'm going to talk about why just for a quick second. So it says grants an additional weekly powerful reward from the final chest in the Menagerie. Playlist activities may now rarely award Imperials. So now what's really cool about this is that not only from Menagerie but other activities you can get Imperials to drop. So whether it's strikes, whether it's crucible, whether it's also in the Menagerie, which is cool also with the cheese that's available right now of being able to open up the chest and then run out of the area and then be able to open up the chest again. You can essentially farm for Imperials by reopening that chest over and over and over again, and I believe it gives 500 when you're doing that, so that's super helpful. So now we know how to get Imperials to ultimately unlock Rune Compatibility so that you can get different types of runes to drop. Now let's just talk about how we're going to actually get them to drop in general, now that we have that quick little synopsis of how everything goes on. So you're going to want to take that Rune Finder that I told you to buy, and then once you do that, whether it's with a full set of fire team or yourself, now granted with a full fire team this is going to work even quicker, but either way you're going to want to take that Rune Finder and you're going to want to go do the quickest playlist of Crucible that's available. So right now Mayhem's available, and those games finish super fast, and every time that game mode was ending I was able to get a rune every single time. So Mayhem is amazing for knocking this out. Now another one that would be awesome as well is Rumble. These game modes take little to no time, and I don't know if there's any game modes that are faster than these two, and you can fly through them and get runes every single time. And the more people that you have with the Rune Finder as well, the better it looks like things are dropping. So in Mayhem I was going in with a full stack of 6 and we were getting runes to drop like it was candy. It was insane. So that's really what I have for you guys. So hopefully that does help in terms of how to get different types of runes, also how to get Imperials so that you can ultimately unlock those slots for the runes, and then lastly that this is how you're able to actually get the runes to drop themselves. Lastly, one more thing that I'm not quite going to show too much focus on quite yet is the rune bonuses. Now they are decent, I just don't want you to burn all your Imperials on this first, but they will also help in getting additional runes if you do have extra Imperials on the side. And what these do is it grants you an additional rune from your bounty from Werner, which is cool because you'll get an extra every time you do one, and you have 4 weekly, so that's 4 extra runes, but not really that many. And then also the rune bonus 1 gives you one of your runes back when you do the Menagerie each time, which is also cool. So when you're farming weapons, you won't be losing runes as quickly. It's not really a farm of runes, but how to conserve your runes is what rune bonus 2 is able to do. And then rune bonus 3 just gives you an extra additional non-powerful reward from the final chest. So that's not something that we want to focus on right now, but you can see at least why these are at least going to be important eventually, but as of right now they're just not the main focus. So you're going to want to take that Rune Finder, like I said again, and go knock out the quickest game modes possible. I recommend Mayhem and Rumble. Those have been great for me. I know Crucible may not be the most fun activity, but if you're wondering how to get these things to drop and how I've been able to get some so far, this has been the best thing to do. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any better techniques in the comment box below, because I would love to hear that. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, hit that like button. And with that, I'll talk to you guys in the next Destiny video. Thanks, I love you guys.
My visa's equipped, they shot to the lip. Take out the coin, then I flip. Pull out the thorn, then it's ripped. Dragon tattooed on my hip. Invading like my name is Zim. Dunking these moves like a rim. Yes, I am harder than Shin. Making you pay for your sins. The drift of the 9. Yeah, I'm rolling with them.
No, I'm not fine. I feel incredible. No, I'm not regular. Stand on a pedestal. Joke is wild when he's off of his medicine. For my squad, I go hard like an animal. Bygones. Got your head on the reticle, no trust. You need to go level a man down, but no, I'm not giving up.